You remember the song Dope Boy Magic? When I say ask Chino Dollar about that Dope Boy Magic.
Yeah.
The reason I said that because the true essence of Dope Boy Magic is one of a few things can happen. Your disappear. Your be locked up and they gonna send your up the road and be around here somewhere ducked off where your family can't even come see you. Or gonna end up in that ground.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna completely ghost the game. If you got any sense, you know what I'm saying? And the reason I spoke on that because when I walked away, I told Chino, hey, just don't get caught. My mama was the type like, that boy here different.
How many brothers and sisters you have?
It's a lot of
us.
about 12, 13. And that's because, my dad, he has other children, so I have other siblings. My mom had one son, which is Goin. That's when she changed.
She seen her 10-year-old baby eye.
That young boy who is hey, I don't like that. And she like, what? She watching her son who's able to tell her that she's wrong.
Yeah.
And you're the adult. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That shit, that's like that check engine light come on, like, ding, hold on, whoa. Malfunction. Because the moment you realize you're blessed. When you realize you're repeating something over and over again that you love to do.
That's what Kyle just talked about.
When you can, when I wake up some days and I be like, this ain't that bad though. Hell, I know a lot of people love to do this. You know what I'm saying? And then, so as a child to witness that, it really, that's why it was even easier for me to not continue selling drugs. But it was at the point where she was trying to get back on her feet and I'm like, well, damn, I'm a young boy, here I am. I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? And I thought I had to do all that because I was doing everything. I wash your car, I take out your trash, I cut your grass. I do anything to make money like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was raised. So I was that kid who was like, well, y'all taking y'all time to play and ain't having nothing after that. Y'all got to depend on y'all parents. And I was like, I was an independent kind of thinker.
I got an opportunity to experience this brother back in the day when, of course, I was pretty Willie-ing it up, okay? Let's be honest with ourselves. Pretty gone, however handsome, I'm holding on to it pretty good. Put that in the comments. Number one, if you agree. Right? Family, listen, I get an opportunity to hang out with a man, in my opinion, is probably one of the most entrepreneurial spirits that I have ever seen. He is one of those guys that I get an opportunity to see be so ambitious that he's able to flow in different areas. So whether that be education and empowering people, whether that's being on TV with love and hip hop, or whether it's empowering people on Streets 945 and the ATL on radio. It's my brother from another mother, the one and only Yung Joc. What up, champ?
Man, what's up, brother? Appreciate that intro, too.
Man, it be early when you be on the radio.
Be real early.
And it's evening time right now. Yeah. What time do you have to go to bed when you have to be on the morning show?
That's a real crazy question, brother.
Yeah. Do you go to bed or you just like,
man,
you
know what? I be trying to.
Yeah.
But it be hard, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm working, like you said, simultaneously in 3 or 4 different fields.
Yeah.
It's all entertainment, but each one of them got their own groove, As you mentioned, you start talking TV.
Yeah.
That's a lot, you know what I'm saying? I may be on set for 5, 6, 8 hours, you know what I'm saying, depending on what I'm doing.
So, Joc, how does that work?
How does it work?
Let's go TV first. So you on TV, do they give you a script? Do they give you scenarios?
People always ask that. So let's just say right now, me and you talking right now, right? Mm-hmm. And we have a very, very good combo.
Yeah.
Right? So now they're going to go back and say, hey, what did you do this week? Well, me and Willie, we sat down, chopped it up, and this podcast. Oh, wow, that's what's up, man. You should have him put somebody on his podcast.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know that somebody who I suggest to come on your podcast don't like you or is in love with you. I don't know that.
Yeah.
So now they using reality. That's the reality of it because, I know him. Yeah, he could, and next thing somebody in the situation and I don't know they know yo.
Yeah.
I don't know they secretly got a, you know what I'm saying? So then they will still come out. Now it's looking like I set you up.
Yeah.
And that really ain't the case. So I may not know, you know what I'm saying? So it just be like that. It's just, I think also you gotta keep in mind too, man, embarrassment is real.
Yeah.
And I could sit here, just you and I, right?
Mm-hmm.
And something could happen or could come out or be said, and I could be embarrassed with just one person, right?
Mm-hmm.
You add another set of eyes, and I'm even more embarrassed because it's like, you add another set of eyes, now I'm like super embarrassed because I know that's for three people that may be aware of something that's embarrassing to me, right?
Yeah.
Now, that alone could make me get a little extra saucy with you if we're having a conversation, if we already got some friction out of embarrassment or just because eyes are watching. But when 10 cameras get around you and you know millions of people watching, imagine where your level of embarrassment may go. Imagine how unhinged one may become because they're not ready for this moment. They're not trained to go in this moment. Half of these people may have been in the real world of, whatever the field may be of entertainment, hip hop, whatever. Yeah. But there's no media training there. You know what I'm saying? So instead of somebody holding, it just come out. You mother, your mama. I used to smack. Yes, and it be there. And you like, oh, it's up.
Yeah.
And I think I just figured out a way to master that. I realized that when people was on that show, I was like, you know what, man? Everybody on here come on here trying to play like they the boss. Everybody come on here kicking it like they got a fresh #1 out on the charts right now. I'm like, that ain't what's up. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what my day-to-day look like. Head ill. Yeah. Real cat. When I touch down, if you meet me, you met me. So when I show up, you know I'm coming with the same energy. Yeah. And a lot of times I bring good energy. So if it's a fun aura that I come with when I walk in the room, that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So that's how it worked for me as far as TV goes.
Has there ever been an embarrassing moment that kind of put what you love the most in compromise, whether that be your wife, your children, just stuff that you hold sacred?
Of course.
And then so how do you reconcile things that may have come off the wrong way?
You know what I've learned? You ever see somebody like could be dealing with symptoms and they don't go get it checked out and just keep letting it just fester. Yeah. And then one day you're like, man, you all right? I don't know. Yeah. And then when you go, you're like, damn, man, it's worse than if you would have just went and got it seen about. Yeah. Right? So I'm gonna say this. When you do things in life that could compromise family, that could compromise the integrity of you as a person, you as a brand, you as a husband, a father, a friend, son, uncle, whatever. You got to be real with yourself, man. You got to go ahead and be as transparent as possible if you have that in you. Sometimes it's not in people because they're not open. They don't even understand the dynamic of being able to be publicly transparent. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of times, man, and the reason I use that analogy with a symptom and it being something far worse, sometimes when stuff happen, bro, you just got to go on and face it like a man. Yeah. You got to, a man or a woman, you got to face it. And when you face it, generally the public is going to look at you, everybody's going to look at you with a judging eye. Yeah. But once you lay it all out and it's done, you have to keep in mind that within a nanosecond, some new content is dropped. Within a nanosecond, someone's phone is ringing. Within a nanosecond, someone is dying. Within a nanosecond, someone is born. So it's so much information going on that the people, once they take it in, they're going to do their little judgment, they're going to process, put out their opinion, and they're going to move on because the next most interesting thing I've heard all day is about to come. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I face it like a man. And at the end of the day, I'm able to walk in it. Yeah. Because I don't have to hide. Yeah. Imagine if you can't walk outside because people looking for you. It's money on your top. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a hard way to live.
Man, that's a hard.
And that's how people feel about embarrassment and judgment. It's like, when I walk outside, I know it's cringy. It's like, what's up? But even they saying what's up, they like,
what's up like?
I know what you. I saw that what was on Shade Room. Right. Willie, I saw you on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know that.
Yes.
And so I think that's just one of the things that I don't let bother me.
Man, and I think you and Nelly got that down so good. I was with Nelly it's probably been a year now. We was in the studio. And I was like, bro, you'll go through all this stuff and y'all just keep this cool level head. And it might be behind closed doors, whatever it is. But I remember the feeling when all this stuff came out about me and divorce and all of that. And I remember having to walk into this private school. And I was walking in there And it was like these voices in my head. It's like everybody eyes that looked at me, they might not even been thinking about it. But I was like, did y'all see that on the blogs? Did you see that? And it was such a really weird feeling. But I ended up going in the car and I was like, God, this ain't me. Like this ain't even true. This ain't even true. And I realized that he was breaking this prideful thought process that I had about myself. Yeah. Like I always thought highly of myself, but I think I thought more highly of myself than I should have thought. Because it's like when you start taking on platforms, I became this subhuman guy. I got this beautiful family with all of these children, and we look like the Huxtables. I'm adopted. This is all I ever wanted. I ain't never seen nobody in my bloodline. So once I got my family, they're sacred. And I'm treasuring them different. And then it doesn't work out. And I walk into this school, and I'm just like, oh my God, all these people know. I walk into the radio station, and radio, we having fun. I seen last night, boy. And they laughing and joking, but deep on the inside, I'm like,
I'm really dealing with this.
Realize y'all finna make me go 10 years back and blow up. And I was able to sustain and be like, okay, cool, this ain't worth my future. I'm not going to go there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I think that's something that you have to learn. But you got started very, very early. I just want to talk about that moment when you make this record, Bad Boy South, it's going down and it becomes a phenomenon. What mindset are you in? Are you still in the street, still doing whatever you're doing? Or are you like, man, I'm music full time and I finally get the hit?
All right, so... You remember the song Dope Boy Magic? When I say, ask Chino Dollar about that Dope Boy Magic.
Yeah.
The reason I said that because the true essence of Dope Boy Magic is one of a few things can happen. Your ass gonna disappear. Your ass gonna be locked up and they gonna send your ass up the road and be around here somewhere, ducked off where your family can't even come see you. Or your ass gonna end up in that ground.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna completely ghost the game. If you got any sense, you know what I'm saying? And the reason I spoke on that because when I walked away, I told Chino, hey, just don't get caught. My brother. And here it is, we had this phenomenal moment in life where preparation meets opportunity equaling success. And my brother is right here with me, and I know that the feds just got a tab on him. You know what I'm saying? And as I'm going up, he's about to be stagnated because he just gave him 10 years. And this is what I've been doing this week. This is what I'm riding with. It's like, bro, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And so for me, it was instantly I was done with the streets. I ain't want nothing to do with nothing. I had already made my mind up, you know what I'm saying? So going into that space, into that play, I was already like, I don't want to do none of this because I felt like it was counterproductive, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's like I get the opportunity to finally make a change. I get the opportunity to finally uplift my family. You know what I'm saying? My bloodline. You know what I mean? I get the opportunity to be that guy in my family. You know what I'm saying? In my circle of people that love me, my tribe. You know what I mean? And I just think it's counterproductive because I'm doing them like I could just do a little this and that. That shit come back even bigger, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't see it because it's like I'm working I'm giving up everything. I've sacrificed so many opportunities to do other things, but those other things they weren't as dear to me as my career or my dream of this career being an entertainer. So I'm doing everything to try to get my family out the hood, but then I'm also being counterproductive because I'm doing even more things on a daily basis to just have. Because I can't work because I'm trying to do this and it's making money, but it ain't really took off yet. So I just knew I had to walk away all in all. You know what I'm saying? I was trapping when I came up with the hook, on God. I was trapping on Highway 85, on God, country in. You know what I'm saying? At a weekly stay. My wife at the time, she was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Pregnant, working at Ruby Tuesday. I'm trapping out. I'm trapping out the weekly, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to Ruby Tuesday, trapping out of there too. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, how long am I be doing this? I got something about to happen. I'm sitting here looking at Hurricane Katrina on the news, and I'm like, damn, I'm sacking up weed and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, damn, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying to myself, man, I got to do something. And I was saying, man, what would Juvie do? That's how I came with this Going Down. I heard his voice in my head. I seen him poop. It was that one visual that kept showing on the news and people standing on the car like, help. I like, boy, going down. That bit. It going down, you know what I'm saying? And that's what ended up happening to me. You know what I'm saying? I ended up, I went in the studio that like a day later and was like, man, I'm not trapping no more. It got to happen. I did that record, and by the time I walked out the door, you know what I'm saying? Life felt different instantly. So not because I knew I had a hit. It was just I had a different energy, a different vibration. It wasn't even about the song. Yes, okay, we gotta know. I just recorded a hit record.
Yeah,
but I ain't because it's still like that ain't even registered. Yeah. I just knew my heart and my spirit, my mind was in a different place. I was ready for change. I was ready to transition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Into the man that I'm still growing to become today. You know what I'm saying? I knew that was that moment of transition for me. So.
Man, that thing. So it all started with a decision. What men did you grow up kind of looking at and being like, yo, like I like the way they move? And what were the men examples that you was like, yo, were you attracted to the athletes, the dope boys, the working men?
Bill Cosby.
Me too.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Denzel Washington. Malcolm X. I didn't grow up looking at him, but I grew up acknowledging the history of Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying? Marcus Garvey.
Were there any men in the neighborhood or at the house? Did you grow up with dad?
My dad. I was going to wind down with him because homie was and still is that guy. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, like I saw the dope boys. I saw it, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, these boys are really touching paper. But I also looked at what it entailed, what all you had to do to touch the paper. You know what I'm saying? I tried my hand in selling dope. I ain't like it. I ain't like it, especially crack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a spirit on that crack.
Crack or coke. See, let me tell you, I started with crack.
Yeah, that was
and I realized who my clientele was. It was like my homies in the neighborhood. It was their moms and their dads and their uncles. And I just was like, damn, this is my partner, but I'm selling it. You know, it just started being like, okay. Then even trying to get away from that and sell cocaine, for me, cocaine felt crazy because I was able to see the transition in somebody when they just could start playing with it, looking up, you know, from chicks, especially the chicks. The chicks it really happened to them fast because they get more than it's like a woman would end up getting more access to it than a man. And I'm gonna tell you why, because she'll have her own, then she with dudes, she partying, they offering to a woman because they trying to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So she's got her own supply. And then there's this, hey, you wanna hang out?
Yeah.
Supply. So I would see those women come back, and then after a while you be like, yo, you ain't that same. You know, you starting to, it's about this now. At first it was about you and you having, you in the streets, you popping, but now it's, I need that. Like, dang, you becoming what I just got away from, the people that smoking crack. You know what I'm saying? You can see the transition. So for me, I just felt like that whole part of the game, man. For me, it just, I knew. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my mom. But I looked through a peephole one time at my grandma's house, and I saw my mama hit that straight shooter. That changed me. That as a man, that made me say, I don't care who you are. If I love you, I got to tell you the truth. And I had to go and tell my mama the truth. Rest in peace to that lady there, because I watched her kick that habit and still be one of the best, most vocal people in my life. You understand what I'm saying? But I watched what it was doing to her. I watched the friends that were around her who was up. They all had houses. Everybody was kicking it. And when that crack epidemic hit, I watched everybody start losing their homes. Then after a while, people started losing their teeth. And then they started losing the wherewithal of who they once were. So for me, it's like, shoot, like, nah.
Yeah. So you get this hit record. Does mom and dad get a chance to experience it in a way that you wanted it? Did it come out the way you dreamed it?
Most definitely. Yeah, because they knew what my heart was. They knew. They knew.
Yeah.
They knew. You know what I'm saying? My mama was the type like, this boy here different.
How many brothers and sisters you have?
It's a lot of.
It's a lot of us.
About 12, 13. And that's because, you know, my dad, he has other children, so I have other siblings. My mom had one son, which is Goin, and then her husband, who was also deceased, he had one with my mom and two from a previous marriage.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
It's blended.
So it's deep, yeah. And so on my dad's side, like 10 of us, and then my stepdad was 3.
So you got a whole bunch of people. You know, I done think like 3 people that told me they was like, yo, bro. You know how people meet you? Yeah, man, well, you know Joc? That's my brother. Yeah. I didn't know it was about 20, y'all.
Yeah, we deep.
Y'all deep. And are you younger? One of
I'm
the
in
youngest?
the middle.
You in the middle?
Well, yeah, I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm in the middle. And so for me, that created balance for me. You know that middle child syndrome?
Yeah.
It's like, you got the older kid who graduating college, you got the little kid who getting their first birthday, and it's like, hey.
What about me?
What about me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what created that balance. That's why I'm always, you know, I try to be as helpful as I can, man, when I'm dealing with people, because I know on one end, here's a older sister or older sisters and brothers who you look to them for guidance, you know what I'm saying? And you as you get from them, you hand it off to your younger siblings as you're processing it too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always found that balance, and that's why I kind of like, when I deal with people, I'm willing to see who you are. Are you the older sibling or my younger sibling?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I deal with people accordingly.
Yeah. When you look back at that little boy who looked through that peephole and saw something that was probably very embarrassing to mom, because he probably didn't want nobody to see that.
She was embarrassed. Yeah, she was hurt. She was hurt because of what I let come out my mouth.
What did you say?
I just told her, I said, hey, man, you don't love us. She said, what? I said, you can't love me. She said, why would you say something like that? I said, not if you end up smoking that.
How old are you?
Probably 10, 11.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And that changed, but what it taught me is, sometimes no matter how out of line you are, the truth just got to be the truth. And you may suffer temporarily, but the outcome that it may yield can be far more of a blessing than you not opening your mouth, because that's when she changed.
When she seen that 10-year-old baby eye.
That young boy who is hey, I don't like that. And she like, what? She watching her son who's able to tell her that she's wrong. Yeah. And you're the adult. You know what I'm saying? Right. That shit, that's like that check engine light come on, like, ding, hold on, whoa, malfunction, because as an adult, if you're constantly pouring, you know what I'm saying, sometimes by the time you become an adult, no one's pouring into you anymore. It's just life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to somebody every day and they're telling you, unless it's work, but they ain't pouring into you. They're just telling you to fulfill this commitment for your duties as a job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when I told her that, it's just like I manned up, and I was like, you can't love me. You can't love me and my brother. Not if you're doing this. And I saw this look in her eyes. She snapped. I said, you snap all you want to. I still love you. But you doing this, say you don't love me. And shit, after that, she cleaned up after that. So after that, like, I noticed we stopped going certain places. Certain people stopped coming around. I noticed she started, she was back to the lady I knew before that. It was a short run. So I was of age enough to see her go through that. Like before that, being up, go through it and hit the turbulence. Yeah. You got to course correct and get back on track. Right. So as a child, to witness that, it really, that's why it was even easier for me to not continue selling drugs. But it was at the point where she was trying to get back on her feet, and I'm like, well, damn, I'm a young boy, here I am. I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? And I thought I had to do all that because I was doing everything. I wash your car, I take out your trash, I cut your grass. I do anything to make money like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was raised. So I was that kid who was like, well, y'all taking y'all time to play and ain't having nothing after that. Y'all got to depend on y'all parents. And I was like, I was an independent kind of thinker. Yeah. So I'm always trying to figure out how to make money. I mean,
You know, it's the first thing I heard about you.
what?
That nigga gonna find a way to make some money.
Gonna have to.
So I don't even remember. I think it was your first wife.
Yeah,
I think she was
Alexandria.
It's like a play or something that I was in or something.
Possibly.
And I kind of and you know how people, you know the dude who sing this going down, that's his.
Right, yeah.
And I just remember her like, yeah, but he gonna find a way. Like you know, it was. I was just like, oh, like, I didn't know because the song was just about to come out. I'm about to have my first baby.
Yeah.
I'm about to have my first baby. The song is starting to blow up, and I'm down here because I done gave up the whole Pretty Willie thing. Like I just thought.
I remember standing backstage with you.
Yeah.
I really want to say I was in St. Louis. I know
Yeah,
I was
we was in
St.
Illinois.
Louis.
And
Yeah. I'm like, who is this cat?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, he lit. So at that time, in my mind, I'm like, well, St. Louis, they finna go crazy because they just spin them out. And I remember that. I remember standing backstage with you, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's crazy that, you know, like, how stories can be similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, we both were standing backstage. But now, you know, it's to the point, it's not that dream is over with. You still live it, but you move, sometimes you just move on. Like right now, this what you doing right here, right now. I'm doing this in the mornings, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
And you know, it's just one of those things. And as a man, you have to understand change. You got to be willing to accept change and embrace it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because some people, like, don't, you know, it's just like when we look back, we don't realize what's the true detriment and what's the true benefit sometimes. You know how people just get it confused, and then it's not until you can assess it after so much time has passed, and you're like, man, the whole time I thought this was it, man. I should have been doing that.
Man, I literally just told an audience of people, I said, if I would have hid behind my music gift only, I would probably have only lived 10% of my life because I was so good at that. But it took faith for me to say, man, maybe there's some other gifts that God want to use in me. Like, I've always believed that when I keep hitting these different turbulence, it's not really time to run. It's like what you said. Let me just kind of recalibrate, kind of see what it is. And when I was out in L.A., and like we finally got to deal with Warner Brothers, with Tom Wiley, we finally playing the invoice game, 20 grand, 50 grand, whenever we want, we just sending in invoices. But I was just getting too high. Like, because I was away from my parents and I was soothing myself with the wrong thing. And I decided, like, hey, bro, one night we was in the studio with it was at the Henson, right off Sunset. We blowing something. I was like, hey, we gonna go to church in the morning. They was like, every time this nigga get high, he turned into Kurt Franklin. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah. Okay, bet. So if y'all don't want to go to church in the morning, then nigga, we ain't gonna go to the party tonight. Cause y'all gonna go with me to VIP, but y'all not gonna roll with me cause I wanna just go explore and see what's happening. Nigga, we doing way too much out here. Nigga, we 25 years old, 24 years old. We wildin'. This go against, we didn't come out here for this. We not like them, bro. Like, I'm seeing you niggas who used to be in church all the time. Y'all get more blow than me. Where am I taking y'all? And I realized I was a leader, bro. Like, I can't bring you back to your mama strung out. I don't know what's next for y'all because it's getting a little weird. I go to church, I get more than I bargained for. Like, for the first time in my life, I get this encounter where, like, I'm like, dang, he talking to me. This wasn't mama this time. It wasn't daddy this time. I was like, damn, he's speaking to my situation. Because I didn't want to do none of the church stuff because I thought that was a retirement plan. That's what granny them do. I'm like, when I get, you know how they always say, when you young, this boy here different.
He gonna be.
He got a call on his life. I'm like, 50. Maybe 60.
Aha.
But right now, I gotta go do this R&B and do whatever I gotta do. And then I had this epiphany. I was just like, what if everybody wanna go to the NBA because Jahidi did it, Larry did it. Everybody wanna be a rapper because Nelly did it. Everybody wanna be a dope boy because Davin did it. Like in the hood, you just have these ways of getting out. And I was like, damn, what if God showed me a way out through faith? I got a whole nother road that people can take that'll be like, yo, this is easy. Because now I ain't got to lead people to me no more. I'm no longer predicating my success on how many women are in the hotel lobby when I arrive. Because when I do lay your body down, I'm like, man, it's going to be crazy at the W tonight. My whole team in the back like, just tell them what hotel in right before lay your body down. Man, how many of y'all coming to the W tonight? They be like, that nigga did it. Yes. It's going to be lit. Everybody want to get the stragglers. You know what I mean? But for the first time in my life, I'm like, yo, this is scary as hell. But I'm going to try it. And Lord, if you make it work, I'm going to give you all the glory for it, and people going to run this play. they gonna run the right play because we always looking for the wrong play. And I was like, yo, I really started to like this. It was very uncomfortable at first because niggas would be judging me,
Like,
treating me different.
Boy, you a J.
Man, you were just doing this. I was just.
But I was with you that time.
And it ain't no money. It ain't no money. Like, they giving me a cross. I'm used to making 25, 30 grand a weekend, taking care of everybody. Of course, we probably leave about 7,500 because we going to drink everything and clothes.
Yeah.
Got to get clothes every city because that's where we gauge where the girls at. But I had so much peace. They took that Range Rover. I had to move out the same neighborhood that everybody, all the players in. But I was like, it got to be something. And then God told me Atlanta. And I came to Atlanta, lived right by Greenbrier. And for the first time, I could be as humble as I needed to be to go to where I needed to be. Like, I couldn't go work at Par's Cars in St. Louis talking about, hey, Willie Moe here at Par's Cars. Make sure you come down. It's a live remote. Them boys would have been like, boy, Pretty Willie working at the car lot.
And you know what's so crazy about that to me? We tell ourselves what we can't do based on the thought of embarrassment. Again, that word embarrassment. Let me tell you something, man. I dream of days like that.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. I dream of days like that. Let me tell you why I say that. Some days I just want to go in and just do a regular damn job.
Without all the
Like, I don't want to have to do that.
Right.
But I want to do that because I'm good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me what to do. I'm gonna go get this shit. Excuse my language.
Yeah, no, you good.
I'm gonna go get it done. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm like I go sell some cars right now on my mama, on my kids right now. If somebody said, man, come work up here for a month, well, I'm going. Cause I know I'm a boom. And then people gonna talk. And people gonna be like, man, what the hell? And for anybody who just wanna be like, man, where is he? Man, he must be. But when they see that I get joy, that peace, that fulfillment from doing what I choose to do. See, sometimes it's what's on the line.
That part.
It's what's on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Is your fulfillment greater than what could possibly be your embarrassment?
Yeah. What
fills your cup, bro? You know what I'm saying? Opposed to what's not in your cup.
Yeah.
You be embarrassed because you ain't got what everybody got. You be embarrassed because this ain't in my cup.
Yeah.
But what's really in my cup, but it might not, y'all know y'all got, but what's in my cup fulfills me.
Yeah.
And that's a part of the faith that, I'm not saying you didn't have it because you still moved. You still had to come. You stayed by Greenbrier.
Yeah.
Then I know it was, you had, like you said, you had to be humble.
I was like, and I didn't even know I needed the humility until I got here.
Man.
Like, when I got out of that environment, I realized how much pressure I had. Like, I was driving a Jaguar, one of the new Jaguars, the air go out. I ain't even got no money. It's 90 degrees. My son still remember that. You remember the Jaguar that had no air in it? We ride around hot as hell with the white. And I'm talking about that leather sticking to your back. Yeah. And I was like, God, why am I so prideful? But when I got to Atlanta, man, I just realized, like, I was like, man, I don't want none of it. Like, I don't want to be seen. I went and served a dude named Canton Jones. I was like, I don't want none of it. Just like what you said, people would go past and I'm carrying dude bags. They'll be like, hey, nigga, ain't you, And I'd be like, I don't do that no more. I'm done with it. I said, God, if you want to give me back any of this stuff, like, I'm rocking with it. I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be known. I just want your name to be great in my life. Like, I don't care what you want to do. And I hold strong to that now. Like, I just want what he want. And then finally I walked in the radio station carrying his bags. This dude, Ken Jones, carrying his bag. He about to do something for the kids. Program director come out and be like, P-Dub, man, we just picked up your radio show. Now here go the thing, bro. I don't know nothing about no radio show. But I'm being the comic relief on this little radio show with my homeboy Dwight. I called Dwight like, bruh, did the radio show we been playing on really get picked up in Atlanta? He got a job. I don't. He like, oh, nigga, I forgot to tell you. We did get picked up in Atlanta. I said, man, they about to make me go on the air and talk about it in like 20 seconds. What do I need to say? I'm going to send you some notes. He sent me some notes. I do what I'm going to do. But now I'm in. But it happened God way. The dude paying me to go to Par's Cars, Joc, $400. That was the best $400. That meant a whole lot to me then, too. $400? If I do it 2 times, rent $850, sell them over there. I'm like, bro, I already got my rent. So I'm good. The dude, this is how much of a miracle it was in humility. He come out one day, he said, who in the hell is Willie Moore and why am I paying him? I was like, that'll be me. Who hired you? I hired people. They was like, no, he got a syndicated show. And so now I'm in the building, but now it's time to work the humility. Anytime they ask me to do something, they don't know who I am. My daddy told me, don't go down there and play smart. Go down there and play stupid. And they're going to teach you everything you need to know and redo it. By the time they knew it, I had a syndicated show, and then they started to discover, dude used to be a... And then God literally shifted my whole name. And I have like total peace in the decision that was made. And I'm just like trying to go around to everybody. I'm like, yo, I don't know what y'all doing, but man, God is a sustainer. And it ain't like what everybody think. Like, I still make mistakes. I'm so imperfect, but it's almost like I'm on an elevator, an escalator, and he continues to put me in the room with the right people. When I seen you at the car wash, believe it or not, 3 days before then, I was on Streets 945, and I said, this nigga changing. I forgot what you were saying, but everybody else was being funny, but you were serious. It wasn't a joke to you.
Yeah.
They thought it was a joke to make fun of whoever. It might even been Diddy or something. I don't know what it was, but you had like I was like, ooh, it ain't no joke to him.
Sometimes just, and I do be the last one to.
Yeah, he's like, nah, that ain't, man, you don't know what that man going through.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, his heart is shifting. Then I see him, I'm like, bro, like, that's so crazy.
Well, what's interesting, man? People, when I hear people say, like, I'm changing for the better, right? It's so interesting to me because I've been a good person.
Yeah.
Right? And I'd be like, what you mean? I've been on that.
Yeah.
But I had to realize people don't know that.
Yeah.
Because if that ain't what I'm promoting every day, the greater good of my thoughts and my conscience, they don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I had to come to the conclusion that who you see in the mirror ain't who they see.
Yeah.
Because you know your truths.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so funny. I come here and tell you a story right now. And when I watch, y'all be like, dang, that's crazy. When I leave, half y'all be like, y'all believe that nigga though? Because the story sounds so far-fetched.
Yeah.
So crazy. And it take people to be around you for a certain amount of time to see certain things. I can say 2 words, and amazing things will just happen. What's some 2 words, 2G? Watch this. And stuff be happening. I'm saying it, I'll be like, well, why this? And something happen, everybody be like, well, how you knew? I'll be like, I'm just in tune. I'm living in my dharma. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like, man, I just want to tell you, I appreciate that for even acknowledging it, for recognizing it. Because sometimes, man, people will praise you for the wrong things. And it's too many times there are other things about you that go unspoken of. You know what I'm saying? It's just like right now, you could have donated $8 million to charity. Yeah. Right? They find out you slapped somebody with a dang on down Julio bottle. But yes, everybody know about you.
Everybody know about that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But nobody knew that you gave all this money to these communities, to these children in need. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. You got to understand that because, you did that? Oh, okay, cool. Good for you. Yeah. But when you do something well, ooh, your ass in ooh, people want to say ooh. That's why social media has taken off the way it's taken off now. Because it put them back in school. Yeah. We got to check in. Everybody, hey, I might not see you today, but you going to come down my timeline and vice versa. Yeah. And people get caught up in this whole thing. That's why you have to be conscious like you were. Yeah. You have to be conscious like you were because we don't know what tomorrow look like.
Hey, listen, hate to interrupt this amazing episode. Let me tell you something. There are so many brands that need a place to land to share their product with an audience that actually engages. I know that there's a lot of people with a lot of numbers, but the beauty about this platform is that we have an audience that is desiring to engage with brands that are closely correlated with love, relationships, and helpful brands that aren't so crazy. So if you say Willie Moore Jr., maybe I don't land in the crazy category. Maybe there's an opportunity for you to promote right here on the show. So do me a favor. Click this little email right here. All right, send it to info@loveyoumore.com. All right, info@loveyoumore.com. And we're going to review at least 10 people this month in hopes that we can partner with you. So if you know your brand can fit on this engaging audience, man, hit that email and let me know what you're working with. Maybe we can work together. Now back to the show, flat out. When you had a really great breakthrough. I had Q Parker on here, and we talked a little bit about Bad Boy. Him and I we broke down, you know, because it's another black man not guilty until proven any different. When you look at all of the great things that Sean has done, do you look at it and see all this stuff that's going on now, knowing that you've had a closely correlated opportunity with him years prior? Like, you've already spoken on the fact that you never got involved with all the other stuff, and that's quite clear. We cut from a different cloth. We'll walk in like, this ain't right. You know, it is. But what do you feel now with this very intentional thing that they're doing to, in my opinion, that got a little bit out of hand and now it could cost him his freedom for the rest of his life?
You know, and I have to be as transparent as I can, Willie. I think that when a man is able to intentionally have his way, I intentionally want to live a luxurious lifestyle. I intentionally want to be one of the biggest to ever do this. I intentionally want to be a gatekeeper. I intentionally want to be someone who's going to be considered wealthy and not rich. When someone lives that type of lifestyle, a lot of times it's hard for them to really see that, hold up, wait a minute moment. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because you're so powerful that certain things just
don't apply to you.
Should I get that out of here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes I think that I don't want to say it like this, but I gotta say it like this. I don't want to say it like this, but I gotta say it like this. Sometimes God will use certain people as an example and as a testament for tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because think of your testament, you know, for your viewership, for you to have a fan base, for you to have people who acknowledge you consistently. Mm-hmm. Somebody's following your journey. Someone has been changed by something you said. Mm-hmm. But because of your journey, you was able to say that. Somebody's gonna be touched by this situation with Diddy, whether good or bad. Mm-hmm. Profound or ludicrous. Mm-hmm. Somebody's gonna be affected by it, right? And down the line, 10 years, 20 years from now, somebody's gonna have to talk back about this moment. And if and I hate to say it like this, but I gotta say it like this. If God had not allowed this man to be in this fire, then the testaments that's gonna come from this, the stories, the course correction for those who are watching and not realizing like, oh, it will not happen in the future. A lot of times we cry, we grieve because someone dies, right? And that's only because in our mind we know that they will not be here from this point moving forward. And in your imagination, which is these thoughts, that your predictions told you that that person would be there in the future. And the reality of their expiration tells you that that's not the case anymore. Mm-hmm. That's a hard pill to swallow.
Facts.
So now you have to start this recollection process of everything you've ever dealt with that person and these moments, and you can't believe that these moments will never happen again, and this person will not grow with you as you go that way, and now it looks like you're gonna go this way and that person is getting left that way. And that hurts. Because we are so sold on the future of what we predict, and every day we trying to say how life gonna be, and and not realizing that people always tell us never look back. And I don't want to listen to anybody that tells me to never look back, because that is the only truth that we have, our past.
Everything else is
a figment of your what?
Imagination.
Mm-hmm. So we are opposed to rejoicing for what we have actually had, we are willing to grieve for something that we have only predicted.
Mm-hmm.
You hear what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You grieving about something that you actually had.
Yeah.
It's like having money today, right? And you grieving because you don't have the money tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But shouldn't you be happy that you got the money?
Mm-hmm.
You got what you got out of that life of this person when you leave them behind. You ain't really leaving them behind.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't really leaving them behind, not for real.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going forward. They won't be there. Because as long as they're in your mind and your heart, they still with you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the reality of what it is, man. That's all you got, the truth. And I'll settle for the truth. I would settle for the truth than settle for a lie about tomorrow.
I do believe that with this Diddy thing, I think a lot of people who see this now, they're going to be like, you know what, I got to slow up. There'll be some course correction. There'll be some changes.
While you're in that moment, hold on. Please, can I get some deodorant? I'm over here smelling like Popeye chicken, spicy.
No, it's all good. We about to land the plane. We about to land the plane because they giving me the boop boop boop. They giving me the boop boop boop.
I didn't put no deodorant on. I feel bad. Well, I smell me now.
That boy said, "I smell me now."
Damn, son.
I smell me now. I smell me now. No, but I do think that this is a valuable moment and a lesson that people are gonna learn. Joc, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm so grateful that you give people an opportunity to just kind of share sides that people in your intimate circle get the opportunity to know. You know, she like always, she been pro. St. Louis don't really rock with nobody unless they 100. They get rich you so fast. They be like, hey, bro, that man ain't. And for years and years, man, it has always been nothing but like praise for Joc. And I'm grateful for the father that you are, getting an opportunity to see your children grow and go.
Yeah.
Thankful that you took the time to get off the road and do some get stable with radio and sponsors and letting them bring that bag right on in. And just the bravery and courage you have to give parts of your life to a franchise that can sometimes be embarrassing and navigating through it. I tell you, that's your grace, bro. And I'm grateful that you wear it well. Nigga don't look like what he been through. You still look good, too.
Man, I appreciate that, bro, man. Because, boy, it be some days, man.
Yeah.
It be some days. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you the moments when you realize you're blessed. I'm gonna tell you the moments you realize you're blessed. When you realize you're repeating something over and over again that you love to do.
That's what Kyle just talked about.
When you can, you know, when I wake up some days and I be like, this ain't that bad though. Hell, I know a lot of people love to do this. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I catch myself in these moments where I just want to share this before we wrap this up, man. It's moments, my team will be around me and they don't know what the hell I'm smiling for.
Yeah.
They think I'm laughing about something in the moment. And I'm actually probably the most frustrated person on earth at that moment. And they have no clue because I never shared with them, but I'm going to share it today.
Yeah.
It's oftentimes where I am in a dark place. And they never know it. And the only reason I'm in a dark place because I know that there are people who deserve to be in a better place. It's people that I root for, that I want to be in a better place. I want to see a lot of people in a better place. And because I am so empathetic, that being empathetic yields an empath.
Yeah,
I'm an empath,
you
right?
feel it, yeah.
And I take on other people's stuff, and when I take it on, I be like, like, damn, man, I want to. And then some be like, hold up, bro. I'm like, what? They be like, take that off you for a minute. I'm like, take what off? Take all that you can't. I'm like, okay, hold on. Yeah. Then when I sit over there, I be like, what? And my conscience be like, that ain't got nothing to do with you.
That's real.
But because you choose to try, you take it on. And that's okay. But when you go look in the mirror, you've been doing what you're supposed to do. You ain't where you at for no reason. You made a lot of sacrifices too. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of the people along the way with you may not have understood those sacrifices.
Fact.
A lot of people along the way may have felt that they were supposed to have a certain type of path, a journey, and God saw differently. You know what I'm saying? And I think as humans, we have to understand that, man. This little body, this little rental, the little Airbnb we got,
For real.
the little Toro B&B. You know what I'm saying?
Little body.
You can't even take it with you.
Yeah.
When I go, I gotta leave them up behind too.
Yeah.
So while I'm here, we think, what's a long time to live? You think?
My dad's 94.
94. That's a beautiful thing, brother. Congratulations to you and your family. That's what's up, man. Tell myself what up.
Man, you already know. He gonna be like, you talking about that? Hell yeah, I remember that song, man.
You tell myself what's up. Let me tell you something. To live 100 years is remarkable.
Yeah.
Just 94. That's not.
Yeah.
That ain't on everybody's bingo card, right?
Yeah.
But a man comes to a day, a man or woman, where they transition. And we feel like 100 years is a long time. We hear somebody say 113, you be like, damn. How long the moon and the sun been around? And tell me a day you seen since you've been alive. How long you been living?
A lot of years.
How many times you seen the sun take a day off?
He ain't taking no days off.
What? 100 years ain't.
Yeah.
50 years ain't.
Yeah.
So while we here in this little Airbnb body that God let us hold on to for the time we here, make the best of everything, man. You ain't got time to be worried about this or that. If you had that embarrassing moment we talked about earlier, it's the reason why I use that word so much now. Because embarrassment will help you embrace life. Embarrassment will teach you better than anything. Yeah. Anything. Because you can do stuff right all the time. You learn, this is how it's supposed to be when I do it right. Yeah. But if you ain't never did it wrong and felt that embarrassing, because that could break you. That very thing could break you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Make the best of this thing. Make the best of it, dog. To anybody with camera on me, man, I encourage you. I challenge you, man. If you already 20, it ain't guaranteed you'll even live another 20 years. If you already 50, I don't even think I got to have more of the conversation. Yeah. Unless you really more daddy. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I want to say this. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself, man, because it's oftentimes we sit and we get phone calls about people who we lose and we're like, damn, man, I can't believe it. We all gonna go. You too. We all gonna go one day. So while you have the time to be who you want to be, just go be who you want to be, man. I'm talking about if you feel like you chasing the wrong goal and you really want to reroute, don't be afraid to reroute. Don't be afraid to change. Mm-hmm. You did it. I did it. Yeah. I'm good now. I'm good now. And I walk in, you got a whole team in here. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, Mr. Moore. Hey, some tea. I was like, what this is? She's like, some water. I was like, oh. You served me up water in the Willie Moore mug. Love you, Moore. That's beautiful, man. You got to go live your life. So to the audience, man, I know I'm talking long, but when I get these moments, I take them because a lot of times I won't.
Yeah, I appreciate you taking the moment. A lot of people who don't do what we do don't realize how much brain work it takes to communicate for 4 hours, 5 hours with people. And then drops and breaks and sponsors. They be like, boy, all you doing is just talking.
I will come do it.
Exactly. I let
get in front of that microphone,
that
man,
and
please.
nut up. I'm talking about, or do it and be like, hey, bro, can you come back? Like if I just let the co-host do it, they be like, bro, you got to come back, man. I was tired, slept for 3 days.
Man, I brought somebody in on my show one morning, man. I ain't gonna say this person's name. I could do this. I got it. Okay, bet. Here's a little suggestion. I got it. This girl, I'm talking about looking like everything. Nah, she was so beautiful and just right. I'm like, if she could do this, it's a wrap. Cause she got, you know. Yeah. You know you read, was it acronyms?
Yeah.
Was it acronym when we break it down? Like LOL, right? Yeah. We're on live radio.
Uh-oh. That already.
She's reading a story.
Yeah.
And she reads out SMFH. on morning radio. I said, hey, you can't say it. She said, what? All I said was shaking my... The producer like...
Come on, Paul, beat.
I'm looking. Now, she's supposed to be sitting in for me all day. This the first 5 minutes. She said, yeah, man, I quit. This ain't for me. I'm going to just go rap.
Go rap.
Like, go rap, my child. Go
it's
rap.
an art. It's an art. The whole.
I couldn't believe she said it twice.
No idea.
Big hard. I said, did you do this intentionally? I'm like, who sent you up here? Girl. But it is. I love doing what I do, man. And congratulations again to you on all your success, bro, man. Because I'm telling you, it is something to see somebody just reroute their whole everything.
Yeah,
I see the attempt made all the time.
Yeah.
And people just disappear.
Wow.
People just disappear.
Yeah.
Like, damn. Then 5 years, 6 years, you be like, I forgot about. I saw, bro. Well, how he look? Well,
right.
It's to be expected if you ain't.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Man, listen. We win and listen to the Love You More audience. Glad you got an opportunity to hang out with myself and Yung Joc. Do me a favor if you don't mind. Can you click to yeah, there you go. Hey family, listen, I'm gonna land this plane. Can you do me a favor? Can you subscribe to this channel? What I think I heard, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I think I heard that there is a man who was a young man who made a decision very early that there was something bigger and better for his life despite of the things that he went through. What I think I heard was a man who had a level of success that garnered international success, but yet still he wasn't afraid to pivot and do exactly what he needed to do. What I think you saw today is that it rings true that when the Bible says that the just shall live by faith, it means that essentially you are going to have to continue to take faith steps no matter how established you are. And all of us have a story. The beauty of every story is that your story is not for you. Literally going through uncoupling and divorce, I remember just how crazy it was sitting on the top floor of my penthouse looking over Midtown and thinking to myself, this is the emptiest I have ever felt. This is the most embarrassing moment that I've ever felt. And there's blogs and videos and people texting, and I just had to turn my phone off. I just wanted to scream, but I had no idea 5 years later that I would walk into a Starbucks 3 weeks ago, and I see a gentleman, and he don't look as cool as he traditionally looks when I seen him in the gym. It had been a while, and I go over there, and he says, man, my life going crazy, people making fun, my family, and literally everything that he said was something that I had been through 5 years prior. I'm not saying that to be impressive, but to impress a point upon you that everything that you're going through right now may not be for you. It's because God has trusted you with it. Maybe it's a trust for you that you don't even have for yourself. You know why? Because God knows that once you get on the other side of this obstacle, on the other side of this hurdle, on the other side of this transition, that there's an awesome testimony that's going to come out of your life. Here's the thing. The Bible declares this, that people are overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of your testimony. The question becomes, are you willing to go through the test so you can get the prefix testimony? Because every test has a testimony. So I'm challenging you in this moment to say, listen, I'm going through hell and high water right now, but it won't always be like this. Use declarations. My little self, when I have $2 and 2 nickels to come together, I was still speaking that I was the head and not the tail, that I'm the lender and not the borrower, that I'm above and not beneath. And even to this day, I wake up every single day and say, I'm well equipped and I'm here for duty, God. Do whatever you need to do. I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I'm loved, cared for, honored, trusted. I am a faithful man. I'm a faithful brother. I'm a faithful friend. And good things that happen to me, I ain't never had it so good. You say, Willie, you say all that stuff to yourself? Yeah, because the world gonna tell me everything I'm not. But my body believes what I say more than it believes the world. The question becomes, will you change your self-talk? Get through this test so the world can enjoy your testimony. It's up to you. Put it in the chat. Number 2 if you gonna do it. I said number 2 because guess what? That's gonna give you peace. And I declare that you're gonna have peace that surpasses all understanding. All right? Subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to love you more. Flat out.
Love you more, love you more.